Look at the left side of your screen. This is how most of you are coding today. You are staring at VS Code, waiting for a sidebar to suggest a single line of code. It feels like a glorified spell checker. Now look at the right side. This is 3 autonomous agents working simultaneously. One is refactoring a database, one is writing tests, and one is updating documentation. They are all working at the same time while I drink my coffee. The era of the AI assistant is over. We have entered the era of agent orchestration. Today, I'm going to show you how to move from writing syntax line by line to managing systems using a tool called Cline CLI 2.0. And I will share the one specific file that makes these agents 28% faster. I have spent the last few weeks analyzing documentation from OpenAI, Anthropic, and the latest academic papers on agent efficiency, so you don't have to. We aren't just looking at cool new tools, we're looking at hard data. Specifically, a new paper that proves how you can cut your AI bills significantly while increasing reliability. If you have been feeling frustrated that AI coding tools seem to make a mess of your projects, or if you are a student wondering if you should even learn syntax anymore, this video is the answer. We are moving from being writers of code to being managers of intelligence. Let's start with the tool that makes this possible. It is called CodeLine, specifically the new CLI 2.0 version. For a long time, we have been trapped in the IDE sidebar. The problem with the sidebar is that it is designed for authoring. It assumes you are the one driving, and the AI is just a passenger making suggestions. But the work is shifting. Models have gotten good enough at reasoning across entire code bases that we don't need a passenger anymore. We need an employee. The terminal has always been the home of orchestration. It is where we run long-running processes and scriptable workflows. CodeLine CLI brings the full power of an autonomous agent directly into that environment. You can install it right now with a simple command, npm install-g CodeLine. Once you launch it, you aren't just getting a chat window, you are getting an environment designed for what I call the terminal orchestrator. The first thing you will notice when you use this tool is that it feels different from Copilot. It relies on a concept called the Agent Client Protocol, or ACP. Think of this like the language server protocol that allows any code editor to understand any programming language. ACP allows your agent to travel with you, whether you are in VS Code, JetBrains, or just a raw terminal window. You are not locked into one vendor's ecosystem. You can swap models based on your budget. You can use a heavy, expensive model like Claude Opus for deep planning, and then switch to a cheaper, faster model like Haiku or GPT 5.3 for the actual coding. This is critical for students or anyone on a budget. You stop paying a flat subscription for a tool that might not work, and you start managing your own costs like a business. Now, let's address the biggest fear beginners have: vibe coding. We've all been there. You ask the AI to fix a bug, it hallucinates a solution, breaks 3 other things, and suddenly your code base is a disaster. This happens because most sidebar agents just start reacting immediately. Cline CLI solves this with a specific feature called Plan Mode versus Act Mode. When you are in the terminal, you can press the Tab key to switch between these 2 modes. In Plan Mode, the agent analyzes your request and presents a strategy. It essentially tells you, here is what I'm going to do. I will touch these 3 files, I will run this test, and I will update this import. It does not write a single line of code until you say yes. This creates a safety layer.
You are no longer frantically undoing bad AI code. You are the architect reviewing the blueprints before construction begins. Only when you are satisfied do you switch to Act Mode, where the agent executes the plan. This simple switch prevents the messy code-base risk that frustrates so many new developers. But even the best agent needs the right instructions. This brings us to the secret weapon of this workflow. It is a single file you add to your project root called AGENTS.md. Most people try to prompt their way out of bad AI behavior. They type paragraphs of text into the chat box every time they start a new task. That is inefficient. I found a recent academic paper titled "On the Impact of Agents.md Files on the Efficiency of AI Coding Agents." The researchers analyzed over 100 pull requests and found something incredible. Simply having this file in your repository reduced the time it took for an agent to complete a task by nearly 29%. Even better, it reduced the token consumption, which is the direct cost of using the AI, by roughly 16%.
Think of Agents.md as the employee handbook for your robot workers. Instead of explaining your coding style every single time, you write it down once. You tell the agent, "We use TypeScript. We prefer functional components. We use this specific testing library." When the agent starts a task, it reads this file first. It aligns its behavior with your rules immediately. It doesn't waste time and money guessing, and it doesn't waste your time forcing you to correct basic style errors. If you're a student, this is how you turn a generic AI into a customized tutor that follows your professor's specific grading rubric. Now that we have the tool and the instruction manual, we can talk about scaling up. This is where we leave the beginner mindset behind and start thinking like a chief intelligence officer. The real power of the terminal isn't just running one agent, it is running parallel agents. In the analysis, we saw a workflow involving TMUX. If you don't know what that is, think of it as a way to split your terminal window into multiple panes, like a security guard looking at multiple camera feeds. In one pane, you can have an agent running in what's called YOLO Mode. This is a headless mode where the agent works without asking for permission. You might use this for low-risk chores. You could run a command like Cline-Y, update all dependencies and fix any breaking changes.
While that agent is doing the grunt work in the background, you are in the main pane using interactive mode to solve a complex logic problem. The source material describes a scenario where a developer had 3 agents running at once, one refactoring a database, one updating API documentation, and a third generating migration scripts. They weren't typing code, they were unblocking agents. They were answering clarifying questions. They were reviewing outputs. This leads us to the gap in most tutorials. People worry about the cost of AI. They hear about $200 subscriptions or high API bills. But you need to flip that thinking. You need to adopt a P&L mindset, profit and loss. If an agent costs you 50 cents to fix a bug, but it saves you an hour of frustration, that is a massive return on investment. But you only get that return if the agent succeeds. That is why the Agents.md file and the plan mode are so important. They lower the failure rate, which lowers your cost.
So here is your new blueprint. Stop trying to be a 10x developer who types faster than everyone else. That game is ending. Start trying to be a 1x manager of 10 AI agents. Your value is no longer in your ability to remember syntax. Your value is in your ability to define the problem, set up the environment, and orchestrate the solution. Download Cline, create your Agents.md file, open up your terminal. The sidebar is dead. Long live the terminal.